Hi everyone, 21st of June, it's a Wednesday, 2 p.m. in the afternoon in Australia. Latest video blog, just a quick one on a couple of things. I think you'll find in the news recently in the last 24 hours that Bitcoin has been made official in India. Now, it can easily be brushed on as you're looking through a lot of these different news reports. Big deal, Bitcoin's been around for a while, but I think the reality that Bitcoin is being made official and legal in some of these major countries where the population is something like a billion people, you're going to find there's going to be a lot more users, a lot more confidence into adoption of Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency in the altcoin sector as a whole. And it does create more momentum for the whole sector. And I think there's a lot of talk about, I think they're talking about possibility of $1 trillion flowing into the altcoin and coin cap for the entire sector by 12 months, could be less, sometime February, March, April next year, 2018. I mean, this is all speculation, but they're going based on current numbers and how much money is actually coming in, even though we've had a bit of a pullback in the last month or so. The reins have been held on, but guess what? The market cap overall just keeps climbing, so that's not looking to slow down. And if anything, things like Bitcoin being made official in countries like India is going to accelerate. And I just wanted to read the article. Now, leading Bitcoin exchange ZebPay has revealed that the Indian government committee has ruled in favour of regulating Bitcoin. On April 14, Cointelegraph reported that the interdisciplinary committee within India's Ministry of Finance was actively investigating the legal status of Bitcoin and considering the possibility of regulating the market. So that's April, May, June. So it's taken a few months for that to happen. And this is, I think they're talking about it, it's the basis of all the existing Indian Bitcoin exchanges which have been running. I think it's just been self-regulated for a period of time. So you had ZebPay, CoinSecure, and Unocoin running within the market, but it hasn't been regulated due to government support and obviously legislation and these type of things. It does take a lot of time. However, it's a free market, so it's good to see that this has happened in India. And I think there's even one of the, what is it here, Kirit Somaia, a member of parliament, has harshly criticised Bitcoin as being a Ponzi scheme. Now, the difference between a Ponzi scheme and Bitcoin is, the simple thing is that, one, Bitcoin is decentralised. Two, there's a limited supply of 21 million coins. The Ponzi scheme, which we're right in the middle of in regards to fiat currency, for the last 100 years has been one of the biggest scams in the history of mankind. And they're just pumping out $1 billion of fiat currency right now, quantitative easing, essentially trying to prop up this failing system. And that's why the cryptocurrencies are booming, because I think we're on that transition stage. And how long would that transition be? I think probably 2 years. I don't think they want to make it too long. I think what's going to happen is you're going to find a few major events happen in 2018 after this early adoption stage. So if you're watching this video and you're in cryptocurrencies, I think if you stack and hold, I think you can do really well. Because there's going to be a massive explosion at some stage next year, and we're going to see some major transitions between fiat currency and cryptocurrencies. I'm not talking about it being severed. I just feel that there's going to be a connection, an integration of some sort, and as the mainstream catches on. And plus the technology in regards to phones and the phone apps, and I've been looking at a whole heap of new different websites which I've written down. I'm going to cover some of these in regards to social media and instant payments systems and all sorts of stuff. And I think there's one called Status, which I've had a quick look at, and that looks like bringing in all of these different elements in one, which is quite exciting, and I might do a little bit of a review on that. No promises, but I have had a quick look, and I've just got to be enthusiastic enough to go and look into all of these. But a few people have been writing in and asking me to do some reviews on them, and I'm happy to do that, as long as I feel that it's value. One thing I do want to be mindful of is that when I'm doing these videos, I'm not telling people or pushing an agenda or anything like that. I'm just speaking out loud. I'm doing this as part of my steemit.com profile. I'm enjoying it, and just learning a lot more about this whole sector as it grows. And I think we all learn together, and someone's got to do it, so I'm doing that for the time being. So in regards to this legalisation in India, finally something positive for the industry. Authorities are now taking this technology seriously. We have been trying to get their attention for years now. I'm glad it's all happening at the right time. At CoinSecure, we're seeing a massive increase in the number of users and volumes. We are positive with what will happen in these coming 3 months. So, I mean, that's 8 hours old, this particular document. So, you know, I think it's 20th of June-ish. So that was yesterday. So the next 3 months, you know, we could see an influx, millions of people, or hundreds of thousands, probably a better number, in India moving towards cryptocurrencies. And I can tell you what, there's a lot of money in India. There's a lot of money in the Asian countries. And once that, and I think they'll follow each other a little bit. I've been to a lot of those countries, and they are very conservative with their money. And until they feel like it's a legitimate, safe investment, you'll see a lot of these people start piling into it, especially if they can make money. And I think the cryptocurrency sector is definitely proving that. So all hands on deck for India. Welcome to the cryptocurrency world. And there's going to be a number of these type of announcements over the next 6 months, which is going to be pretty good and pretty exciting. So the other thing I wanted to talk about just quickly is I did mention in my video, just turning off my phone here, yesterday about volume on Bittrex. Again, it's because I was talking about it, I decided to look at it a little bit more. Now, AntShares was almost about 30,000 Bitcoins. It has bled overnight, and it's halved the volume. So that was the pick yesterday. If you're in, got in, it went up to about $19, $20 or something Australian, and then it's pulled back almost 40-50%, which is very normal. I think to expect a 50% retracement in a lot of these cryptocurrencies is very, very normal. Could take a week for it to retrace 50%. However, that's why the stack and long-term hold is very, very important. You can get in on these pumps a little bit earlier, but I wouldn't necessarily be doing that. But just saying this, you know, I've got Cannabis Coin, Dope Coin, I think the other one's Hemp Coin. The 3 marijuana-based or themed coins have gone through the roof. And guess what? 2 of them are in the top page in regards to volume. So I saw Dope happened a little bit while I was sleeping last night, so I woke up and I've got a little bit of Dope, and it was quite a nice surprise to see that it's up 315%. Now, there's no doubt that at some stage I feel that that's going to retrace to 50%. It's going to level out to a new price and a new stage of its growth. So, I mean, I could make a call right now and say, well, let's put all your coins on the market, sell it, take my 315, and then wait for the retracement. And this is all part of this energy. What happens if people feel like it? What happens if it just keeps on going and going and going? Well, I can tell you one thing, that's not how markets work. There's no doubt that it could just keep going up another 100% or so, but from my experience, it's going to reach a top very, very shortly. If not, it's already there, and you know, you might take your winnings, or even just 30% of your winnings, and then allow the market to retrace 50%. You might buy back in if you really invested in that particular coin. And I am with Dope. I don't know, it was a very good coin in regards to its staking capacity and its wallet. It was a little bit of a speculator at the start, and I've just been stacking and holding, and so far it's paid off. And I think that's a pretty good strategy for most of these. But yeah, keep your eye on volume. Good luck with that, but make sure you research into what you're doing. Like I said, this is not investment advice. This is just an observation. Thanks for watching, guys. I've got more videos to come.